Hello and welcome to my craft room. I'm going to take out my idea book, which I already have, and I'm going to talk about some of my ideas. Well, so actually, I took the idea book out and I started to look through it, and then I went, I should put the camera on for this and talk about what I'm looking at, and I'm sure it will remind me of some ideas from the past, and it might give you some ideas and inspiration. Also, while I'm doing that, I'm also going to think about how I might use this more and how I might use it more to remember things better. First of all, I love to put an index in everything because I don't have a memory. And so in the front, I have a fun little pocket that was made with a little vintage piece of feed bag type something or other. I think I got this at an antique mall type place. And I think it was in a different state than where I usually hang out, but I'm not positive. What do we got here? Okay, so obviously what happened, I don't know what that is. But this is the index, and like page 1 is journal file tabs. Oh, I did. I put a reference as to where I first learned about them. Back in the day, I used to watch Pink Strawberries. And then 2 is scrap tab clusters with a twist. And I learned that from Camellia Crafts. Fabric textile pocket. And this says Cheryl Addy. That doesn't ring a bell. Library pocket. Ribbon top pocket from Two Sisters Jam. My journal cards. Vintage newspaper wallpaper, neutral tones, a notebook example, green tones. Then it says BC Hands Crinkled Ribbon. I have no idea what that is. Blue tones, altered paperclip, mini envelopes. Now the thing is, I know what's going on here with page 10. Let me see if I can find it. Where's my numbers? There's 1. Oh no, I think that's an upside 10. Upside down 10. So I know these are digitals, these different colors here. And those are from, and I still remember, but let's put a note down in case I forget sometime. Amanda, because I have these digitals, so it's important for me to remember. Let's see, I think it's the Scrimping Mommy. That's enough for me to figure it out. I'm just going to put Mom because I don't want to run into that right there. That's enough for me to remember. So some of this is from my, I think this is from my Reader's Digest. I think this is from my Reader's Digest book. And an idea book is a great way to have an opportunity to write inside of your journal. And I've really been harping on the idea that writing in your journal brings a whole different dimension, and it's a lot of fun. So this is why I had the reference BC Hands on here. What did I get from her? Oh, crinkled ribbon. Okay, right there. Crinkled ribbon. I should put a little bit of my crinkled ribbon right there. Okay, then let's go back. I'm done talking about all that. So, yeah, this is great. I put in here Patricia, and I can't pronounce her last name. Patty Pockets, complete book of dry. So some of this is even just examples of books that I got to remind me of like book pages that I can use either for pages in a journal or to create ephemera and that sort of thing. Nice. This has a lot of notes on where I can find this stuff. So I don't need to go back to Amanda's page to find my digitals. I have my digitals labeled underneath the digital creator. So if I wanted those papers, I would go into my files and look for Scrimping Mommy or Amanda. I forget which I have it under. Okay, so let's just go through this. Let me look at this real quick. I think this is just ideas on different concepts of what to do, such as doing recipes, themes like country, western, botanical, steampunk. I put denim as a youthful fabric. Yes, it is actually. Triple stack envelope, and then there's a reference to that on page 28. So this is just some miscellaneous notes, and here's what's great about this. Hi, Emily, welcome. Is that when you're in a slump and you can't think what to create, if you go into something like this or you create something like this while you're in a slump, it will help to revitalize your image and get you crafting. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now this is a bit of a chunky monkey. I've had to tear it apart and redo it. Oh, somebody must be calling me. My husband's calling me. Okay. Hi babe, I'm doing a video right now. Oh well, I guess I didn't answer it correctly. So anyways, let me just text him real quick. Do. And he would be Jeff, Jeff, doing a video. Okay, so some of these pages were made with like so this is a repurposed, altered book, right? And the spine was much smaller when it first started off. And so then I took some fabric that I got from different places and pages, and this says Big Book of Ideas, Memories. And I love this book. He wants to know if I want Starbucks coffee. Yes, please. He's such a perfect husband. Okay, so here's another pocket, and in here we have book page pockets with journaling spot. So this is a book page pocket with a journaling spot. So there's the pocket, and where's the journaling spot? I guess this would, oh, here we go. Here's the journaling spot right there. So this would glue on a page, and then this is cute. I haven't done this for a long time. This would flip up, and you can even put more stuff in here. This is really cute. I should look in this more often. And then I remember when I did these hearts. They were a lot of fun. These digitals are from Paper Cameo. Some of this stuff I can remember, and I don't know what causes my brain to remember and what causes my brain to forget, because it's not like just short-term memory or long-term memory, because I did the paper cameo digitals probably 2 years ago, so that's more like short-term memory. I don't know. I pretend like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. So these were really cute, and I had a lot of fun with them. I think this is just a piece of paper to write on. I don't really know why that's in there. I'm going to put that in my scraps, because that's a good piece of paper to use. And what do we got in here? We just got, that does not sound like good English. We just have some different papers. And I really don't need to remember those. Do I? Maybe. At the time, I thought it was important to remember those. So I'm just going to honor that and put those back. And we'll put this here. And I really think this should be attached. So I'm going to do that. Oh goodness, where's my glue? Today is going to be a full play day for me. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day for a party. Book page pockets with journaling spot. Okay, I'll just copy that note so I remember. And my glue is stopped up. Anyways, tomorrow is a party for some of the grandkids. Not all of them are going to show up, but ones that want to show up are more than welcome. We'll see what happens. I have grandkids from 6 different families. And 1, 2, 3, 3 of the families have moms that are respectful to me, my daughters, and let's see, 2 of them. And one, well, they're all daughters. It's all daughters that do a good job. Now, not all the daughters do a good job, but the ones that do a good job are daughters, if that makes sense. But divorce has caused a rift in the family, along with a possible lie from one of the daughters. Not sure. Gotta let me know someday. Anyways, Lord willing, there will be, let's see, I've got RSVP'd for one who is 4 grandkids, another that is 1 grandkid, another that is 1 grandkid, and another that hasn't RSVP'd yet, which is another grandkid. So if they all come that I'm expecting, it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be awesome. I'm really doubtful the one is going to come. She doesn't like, she's perfectly happy to be around me, but she doesn't like to be around the other family, because she is a ex of my son, and she has custody of my granddaughter, and she lets me see my granddaughter as much as I want, pretty much, as long as she's not busy. So anyways, that's going to be at Wahoo's in Meridian tomorrow from 12:30 to 3. So I'm really, it's 3 hours. So 12:30 to 3:30. This is like a cute little notebook. In fact, I thought I saw something like this somewhere else just a little bit ago. All right, let's stay on track. So this is just a reminder about what I can do with this paper. Journal file tab, pink strawberry. But I didn't put a note here as to, oh, this is taperology. So I'm going to write taperology. It's hard to write. Ology. Shoot. And I call this do-it-yourself paper. It just clicks in my brain as to what I'm thinking about. It's my code to myself, I guess. And then this just reminds me of some fabric that I have in my stash. Some of these things I don't have notes on it, but when I see it, I know what I'm looking at, and it's a reminder. And this is what an idea book can do for you as well. So these are just some, do I have any notes? Scrap label clusters with a twist. Not really sure what the twist was, but these are really cute. These would be good for mini ephemera. Not really sure why I have that lady's name and address on here. Okay, and there's another one. I know why that one's there, because she was my swap partner for the ephemera ember. In fact, I'm going to write that so that I remember. So hard to write with gator mouth. Swap for the ephemera ember. Let's see, fabric textile pocket. That's what that was. Some charms or something came in that, and then I turned it into a pocket. And that's just a little journal card, shabby chic. So to me, that was an example of shabby chic, which I'd be perfectly happy. And I must have been following somebody, probably not Pam with Paper Outpost, because she uses a Stabilo pencil, and it looks like I use pen here. But she likes to outline with black, and I'll do that sometimes too. Okay, this was from Stamperia. Then we just have a little pocket. This is to remind me that I have these library card pockets. What is paper clipped here? Oh, this was a cute thing. Let's see how this works. Another pocket flip up. This one you'd want to paper clip onto the page because it has a back side. And this is back in my days when I was just using little pieces of stuff and washi tape. I still use washi tape once in a while, but I've got to admit, I don't like washi tape very much. There's just some doodling on there. I'm sure I got that idea from somebody, but I have no idea who. Maybe I wrote it down. Let's see. This is page 5. Let's look at the index. Oh, ribbon top pocket. So I think that was from Two Sister Jam. And then page 6 has my journal cards. So I think these are mine. I have a little children's storybook about a fox, and I love that children's storybook. And here I did some doodling, so those are mine. So this would have been from Two Sister Jam. So why don't I just write that here? Two Sister Jam. That's cute. Is that a pocket? I think that's a pocket. Yep, it is. We looked at this page and talked about all of this. Some of my pages are pockets for this altered book, and so it has, you know, orders from where I purchased things before. This is where I got my large braille paper, my jobber sheets, and my mix of international postcards. I got 5 for $7.50. Now today I won't pay $1 each for postcards. I won't pay more than 50 cents. So that's something that I've taught myself over the years. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to agree with it, but to me it's just not worth it to pay more than 50 cents for most things, actually. So these are just some examples from books that I have. I have my Reader's Digest book pages, and I have my architecture book pages. So I'm not really sure why they're in here, because they're really not helpful if I can't see them, and if they're kind of put away where I might not think to look for them. But I must have had a rhyme to my reason. Oh, this is a list of the... Oh, that pocket may not have been from Two Sister Jam. I might have had Two Sister Jam here for this, to remind me that I bought some doilies, some vintage piano roll, romantic music bundle, a lace sampler, some more dollies, and another lace sampler. I bought that back over a year, let's see, yeah, March 2024. So maybe that's why that note is there. I don't know. Here we have mini envelopes. This is cute. This is really cute. Oh. I left it unglued for the most parts. Oh, looky there. I left it unglued so that I could recreate it. Ooh, I gotta see if I can do it, because I've been kind of digging the idea of mini envelopes lately. So let's just take this piece of paper and do this real fast. See if I can how fast I can make a mini envelope, and how accurately from a sample that I had in my idea book. And if you know me, I don't like to measure. So this is how I keep from having to measure. That'll give me 2 pieces of paper, right? No. Yes. Okay. So now we've got our paper. I'm going to turn it over. And the first thing we did was we folded this in half. Some of this is coming back to me. So it's not like I'm jumping out of the gates with this knowledge. It's some residual memory that's coming back to me. And there was a reason that I inked all the lines, I think. So I'm going to ink the lines. Okay, and then I took this, and it's a little bit of origami. Ugh, I don't know if I'll be able to remember that. So then this came up here, like that. What you doing today, Emily? And then that one came down like that. I'm kind of excited to see if I can do this. And I think these all fold in exactly to the halfway mark. How is that determined? I think it's just like origami. Okay, so we've got all this stuff and this. Oh dear, that actually went over further. Where? Oh, it wasn't origami, it's just the fact. Okay. That went up like that. I feel like I'm missing something now. Why did I not do a reference? Mini envelope, and it doesn't say where I learned it from. If it's origami, I'm gonna guess it was Pam with Paper Outpost. Okay, that went in first. Then this folds over. Yeah, that feels right. Then that folds over. And then that folds over. But why did I ink that? Why, oh why? Now I lost it. Okay, I figured it out. Okay, so first we've got this, then we've got this. Let's go the other way. I think it folds better the other way. And then we've got this. I'm sorry if this is boring, but I thought it would be cool if I could recreate this. Okay, this actually needs to go further in. And this goes further in. And then this goes like this, and this is origami. Kinda. I call it origami because then you can push this open oh. There, I'm gonna get it. Hot dog. See now, if you want to watch somebody on YouTube that's not perfect, you watch me. Because I'm always, it's not centered, but I'm okay with that. Because I did that on the fly. So now we fold this down like that. And then we take this and push that in there. And because it's not centered, it doesn't really want to go. But look at that, guys. That's not bad for doing it off of memory. So what we're going to do is we need to take this and we need to center that. Can we center that better? Hubby's home with my coffee. I'll bet you dollars to donuts I get a cream cheese Danish too. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. Look at that. And so then what I did was I just took a little bling. So let me get my bling. And I'm just going to grab the first thing that pops up.
Hi.
Hi. And so there's a little bling, and that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's just not half bad from doing from memory. Not half bad at all. They're fiddly, but they're cute on a page. Look at that. I think that's cute. So, and then this, I probably should have used this one to reteach myself, but this is really valuable to me that I can have something like this in here and be able to teach myself, reteach myself how I did that in the first place. What do we got here? Just something weird I did. I have no idea what it is. this is a card from Ramona with junkjournalcreation.etsy.com, and I have no idea what I bought from her. Let's see, that's stamps. No, Mimi's Creation 54.etsy is where I got stamps. Ruth Ann Arthur is where I got, oh, that's where I got stamps from. Like little postage, vintage postage stamps. So this is 10, 11 mini envelopes. Junk Journal Creations stamps purchase. Ha, I was right, guys. I did get a cream cheese Danish. Thank you, honey.
You want a Starbucks, which you always get.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe I got stamps from there too. Okay, this is just an example of a corner pocket tuck. We all know how to do that. This is just reminding myself of idea to do embellishment. Oh, here's a magnet flip. So it opens and it snaps closed. This is all from some digitals from Amanda. This might be a Tracy Fox label. This is me using probably gesso and ink. Oh, this whole thing will come off. There's another heart, and it's in there for a corner pocket, corner tuck. Roxy Creations floor pocket from one book page. So this has floor pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, did I count that one? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right here. And I learned that from a Roxy's Creations tutorial. Just some journal card ideas that I did. And Patricia, these are called Patty pockets. Okay, so there's a pocket there, and is that it? Okay, I don't know if there's more to, oh, and then there's pocket here. So this, we've got 1, 2, 3 pocket areas. And that's just reminding me of the book that I have, and that I hate Roman numerals, so I just wrote out 1952. So I wouldn't have to Google it again. This is me using my music paper, piano roll paper, to do a writing spot on the back of a journal card. And this, I'm pretty sure I did that with Stampin' Up! Stuff. Oh no, that looks like gilded wax though. Huh. I didn't think I had my gilded wax that long. Maybe I did. And here we have a hidden paper clip. Just a bunch of Stampin' Up stuff. This is really garbage. But maybe just an idea that you can put these strips here and use them as pockets. That's what this is. Distressed. I don't know. Is this I don't know what that is. Just earlier stuff that I did. I don't do things like this now because I don't like chunky. Notebook. Why is that there? I don't know. Doesn't need to be there. Let's see, what do we have here? Crafty Irina Pockets. So this is a page that was folded in half, and then folded in half, and then I took that and I folded that down, and I folded that down, and I folded that down. Glue pages together for thickness. Ink and sew. That was just to put in there, I'm sure. So this is, oh, this is, yeah. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, I think, that were used to make this one pocket. And then the top page was glued over to make it like a tag. Wow. That's a blast from the past. And then punch it at the top, it says. And I'm not sure. I think this one was the Crafty Irina pocket. What do we got here? Journal card. Glue for top pocket or side pocket. Oh. So it could be like there, or I don't know. Is this part of that? This was a fun pocket. Graphic design book, my encyclopedia, all my labels from Tracy Fox for transportation. Just more examples of books that I have. I still have most of these. And this pocket is paper clipped on here to keep it closed so that it can flip open and be a journaling spot. And then over here I have more examples of books that I have. spots. I took copies of the pages sometimes as a reference. I love this idea. I don't think I got this from Carol Laws, because I don't think I was watching Carol Laws when I made this book, but she does this a lot. There's just a picture of my husband. Cover to Cover Creations. That's where I get my tea-dyed paper. Roxy's Weekly Challenge, Week 2, large pockets from one book page. I don't know what that is. I guess just taking a book page and flipping up to make a pocket and stapling it is all that is. But that's enough of a... I could probably find that video with that reference. I love this ribbon was from Stampin' Up, and it made some beautiful ruffled page edges. Oh, that's quite a flip. I don't think... Wow, that's quite a flip. That would be cool on a page. Just examples of my Florentine paper. Aged tape. Oh, this, I have a digital of this. Stamping. Some of this I probably took out of a junk journal July or junk journal January and put it in here. Here's another Patricia 5x9 page. Looks nice sewing around. Think about how things look turned around. This was just a gift from Lawn Fawn. I love this page. This is a digital. I can recreate that. This is a bookmaker letter that I wanted to remember. I have a lot of these. Man, these are fun pieces. They shouldn't be in my idea book. I can use those. We'll keep one just for an example that that's a pocket. Mod Podge sticks like that. That really is a pretty texture though. Very pretty. And again, I don't know why that's in there, or that. Oh, here's an altered playing card. That's been Mod Podge. Scraps. Let's put that pocket down. It's okay to leave this in here because I have lots of these that are pre-made. Treasured Debris, Aaron M. Records. I don't know what I got from her. Is this an invoice? No, this is from Italy. Wait. Mrs. Jenny Hall. Tourist info leaflets, ephemera paper, used stamp badges. And I don't know. Just a variety of vendors that I've bought from. And I don't worry about showing their address because they're vendors. Bits and Baubles, Homemade Paper Treasures, Brenda Fotman. I don't think I pronounced that right. Okay, so when I first started this video, I was looking on Instagram and I was just starting to get annoyed because they make these memes with AI that supposedly are real. They introduce it like it's real, like it really happened. Like one was a trucker driving down the road and he's like, okay, watch for this. And I swear he faked it because he said, oh, did you see that? I think that was a ghost truck. And I'm like, I think you manipulated the video with AI or something to cause that to happen. And maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but the point that I want to make is that every time that happens, that makes me more of a, what's that word? Skeptic. And it just builds on you and conditions you. Now, some people, they just fall for these things hook, line, and sinker. And that's how they live their life. But then there's people like me who say, oh, I'm tired of the lies in the world and I'm just gonna not trust anybody. So that's, you get this AI where they'll show just weird things and unnatural things happening and stuff, and that just annoys the heck out of me, and like I said, makes me a skeptic. I don't like to be lied to. I don't like to be fooled most of the time. And so this is the reason why, if you hear me say something negative about AI, that's the whole reason behind it. Now, I do like to be able to use AI within Canva so that I can create my own themed digitals. That has been fun, and I use that to make some princess paper for my granddaughter for her princess kit, and I used it for to make my Marie Antoinette digital kit. So, and I'll be using it more. I mean, if I can make my own digital that is customized to my own journal, then I've already spent the money for Canva. So why shouldn't I just use that instead of go on to Etsy and buy a bunch of different digitals? And this is to you folks out there that are on a limited income and don't have a lot of money to buy things for your junk journaling pleasure. Now, I bought these digitals from Paper Cameo, and they're beautiful, and I enjoy using them. But if you don't have extra money and you can't afford to go out and buy digitals, there are so many freebies out there. And if you have something like Canva that you've already spent the money on, make your own digitals and enjoy your junk journaling crafting, and enjoy saving the money that you're able to save because you think through these things a little bit more. You've been inspired to do this, given these ideas, however you want to describe it. That's my message for today. So have a great rest of your Saturday. I'm going to finish my coffee and my wonderful cream cheese Danish, and then I'm going to continue the rest of the day.